Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse today, Friday, September 27th, 2024. We're going to start with Eric Adams, of course. Yesterday, we live tweeted the unsealing of the indictment, U.S. versus Eric Adams, 5 counts, largely focused around Turkish bribes to cut through the FDNY tape and basically open an unsafe Turkish mission to the UN on First Avenue. We covered it at the time, believe it or not, that garish building that Antonio Guterres, the Secretary General, cut the ribbon on. We've asked the UN for comment, none. But today, that's the big thing. There was a lot of sturm and drama yesterday about when this presentment/arraignment would be. Initially, Alex Spiro, the lawyer for Adams, wrote in and said Friday or Monday. Then it was said that the magistrate would do it today, Magistrate Parker. And then he wrote in again saying he'd prefer the next week having District Judge Ho do both on another date. But it was too late. And it was kind of arrogant, actually, I think. Once they've set your date is set. So Judge Ho, there was, at around 7 p.m., issued an order, past 7 p.m., that it will be today at noon. So we're going to be live tweeting that. We also actually showed them putting up the barricades. There's cops all over here on both sides both on Pearl Street, both out here. I guess it's there, but it's Mayor Adams. So that's what we're going to be covering. Now, we usually actually, for the last, we've been, since covering the Trump criminal trial right down the street, we've been leading often with the Trump docket, and there are some developments. Jack Smith, the special counsel, or, Eileen Cannon doesn't say so, but he filed a 180-page brief in the January 6th case, but it's under seal. For how long? I don't know. We're going to see. That's filed under seal. But also yesterday here in New York, there were appellate division arguments on Letitia James' big $454 million civil judgment against the Trump organization. Looks like that might not stand up. That's the view. Because a number of judges, let me see, Judge David Friedman expressed some concern, and so did Peter Moulton. So it looks like that number, at least, or even the whole thing, might not stand up. We'll just have to see. We're covering, of course, the Sean Combs docket. There's a lot of other things. We covered like 10 cases yesterday, but Sean Combs, there's a civil case by one of the Jane Doe plaintiffs, and they did a filing yesterday saying that Combs' main defense in a lot of these cases is that a New York City law they're suing under has been preempted by the state. Well, they had a state senator write in and said that's not the case. This was an affidavit filed initially in a Leon Black case. It's birds of a feather, birds of a feather. So before going in, I must speak about the United Nations. The General Assembly is going on, and we covered that we're banned from entering by Antonio Guterres, having exposed him for his Turkish delights and China dalliances. He concealed his financial links to the China Energy Fund Committee. We reported it, we asked about it, next thing roughed up and put out. They're not covered by the First Amendment, but we do cover them, and this could be the beginning of, we have to see whether people follow it through. Why are UN officials never indicted? Because they claim total legal immunity, and that is something that people should ask. But for now, Inner City Press, we're going in. Probably we'll do another vlog, but after the presentment. But if not, have a good weekend. InnerCityPress.com.